Good morning, Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond sisters. Happy Tuesday. I was thinking, what day is today? I couldn't remember if it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm here at my lovely spot here at Port Jeff, where I come with Casey in the morning to sort of get grounded and to really reconnect to life. And so, hi Julie, it's so good to see you. So what I wanted to do today was sort of pop in and talk about the coffee chat of dressing for where we're going versus dressing where we're coming. And I think I may have to switch. So I'm going to give you a really good space of what is in front of me so you don't hear this background noise. Hold on one second. Look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. So we have, of course, the moment I want to do a Facebook Live. I have the guy that's coming through with the blower. So we're just going to go over here just to get a little quiet. And you guys get a really nice view for this morning of Port Jeff. Look at these boats. And as I'm talking, we're going to talk about today's coffee chat, right? And today's coffee chat is about dressing for where we're going versus dressing from where we've come from. All right, I'm back. All right, so when I talk about dressing for where you're going versus dressing where you come from, we are human beings, and as part of the human experience here on Earth, hi Jennifer, right? Isn't that a beautiful view? It's gorgeous. It's my favorite place to be. Part of our experience here on Earth is that we are going to have past patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that that make up who we are as a woman, as a mother, as a friend, as a sister. And sometimes those patterns, beliefs, and behaviors aren't even the ones that we decided we wanted. They have been placed upon us by our earliest caregivers, by our parents, by our teachers, by our ex-husbands. And so there comes a part where you're ready to move forward and you're ready to take the steps to move your life in the forward direction. But what's happening is you're bringing the past patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve you, you're bringing them forward. And the way that I like to think about it is just this classic parable, which you may have heard before, is there's a young woman in the kitchen and she's baking a pot roast with her mom, and the mom just cuts off the piece of the pot roast and puts it in the oven. So the young girl says, why are you cutting off the piece of the pot roast? And she says, you know what? I'm not sure why I cut off the piece of the pot roast. Let's call Grandma. So they call Grandma. Grandma says, I'm not sure. Let's call Nana. And Nana says, of course I cut off a piece of the pot roast because I didn't have a pot big enough. So year after year, generation after generation, the family has been cutting off a piece of the pot roast before they put it in the oven, but it's a perfectly good pot roast. So it's the same thing for you. This is your opportunity and an invitation for you to look at your past patterns, beliefs, and behaviors and to evaluate what serves me. What are the patterns and beliefs and behaviors that serve me? And then also, what are my thought patterns that don't serve me? You know, it's sort of insidious. When we're divorced or we're separated, this divorce and separation doesn't happen like that. It happens over years of time. And there may be toxic thinking that's going on. And what's so frustrating is most of the women that come to me or are working with me are successful women in their own right. They've got good family, good friends, their job is together, but it's this relationship thing that they just can't seem to get straight. And it's frustrating. And this is the reason why, is because 95% of how we operate and what we manifest into our life is based upon subconscious patterns, beliefs, behaviors, right? So think about it. If you're driving and you want to go forward, you want to look through your rear view mirror, you want to create new patterns, beliefs, and behaviors. But what most of us do unknowingly is we're driving from a rear view mirror. We're not dressing again for going forward. We're dressing for the past. And then it becomes frustrating because we enter into new relationships and new connections only to find out there's similar beliefs, patterns, and behaviors. So this is where we could actually stop the insanity and really send some grace to ourselves and say, wow, I think I understand this now. And so this is exactly what we do here at DG. A big part of the work that we do at DG is not only in learning to love ourselves, learning to put ourselves first, become our own soulmate, because that is what is gonna set up the tone for the rest of our life of who we bring in, and wealth of life, happiness, spirit, soul, body, all of it. right? That's going to set up the tone, because we love ourselves enough and we're not going to tolerate the crumb-like behavior that we may have tolerated in the past. But it also gives us the opportunity to step up into the true soul of who we are, into our value and to our worth. Because the years of marriage where it didn't work out is not your fault. It's not your fault. Yes, there's two people that came in, and yes, you have responsibility and accountability, but there's also two people who take it to make the marriage move and work. And if your partner didn't do that with you, it's time for you to let go of the past. Stop looking at the rear view mirror and begin to look at the front view mirror. And again, this is what we do here at DG. So if this is something that you're ready to do, if you're ready to draw the line in the sand, ready to move forward, then book a call with me. We'll hop on the phone. We'll see where you are. If I feel I can help you, I'll let you know. And if I feel there's a different resource, I'll let you know that too. But in the meantime, what I want you to kind of consider today is, if you're open for this invitation, is to write down on a piece of paper your thoughts, patterns, beliefs, and behaviors as it comes to relationships, as it comes to moving forward. Like when you say, I'm ready to attract my soulmate, underneath it, does it say there's no good guys out there? I've been so hurt. I don't know if I could really move forward. Is it that, maybe if I did something different, it would be different? Right? Like, write down everything that comes to your mind right after you say what it is you want, because those are your subconscious belief patterns and behaviors that are coming to the surface. Then evaluate them, right? And then on the other side of the piece of paper, write down what it is you want, where you're going, because that's the bridge that you're going to need to connect, right? Getting rid of the past and stepping into the new. So with that said, I'm off, my friends. I'm off to go start my day here and talk to my amazing clients and begin to just ground into this thing called life, and having fun and enjoying it, and being open to miracles and synchronicities and all of the beautiful things that could occur, versus being anchored to the pain and the sorrow. And I tell you, when I was in your space, I remember, everybody looking at me and saying, Donna, it looks like your life is together. It looks like you have all the pieces together, because I was showing up at the bus stop happy. At work, I was showing up happy. But people didn't realize what was really going on underneath. I was struggling. Not only struggling, I was suffering, because I just couldn't seem to get out of my own way. And I was lonely. Now there's a difference. I'm happily remarried. I have a husband who is a wonderful stepfather to my children, but I realized there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. I learned how to be alone. I learned how to love myself alone first. That was the key, because being alone and lonely, again, are two separate things. I loved myself being alone. Matter of fact, it was very enjoyable. So think about that for yourself. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.